Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. Do apologise for missing one last week. I went to the dermatologist for my yearly checkup, and she decided to give me some anti-allergy pills, and they knocked me into the middle of next week, quite literally. Didn't really know what I was doing. I stopped taking them on the Friday, and Friday morning was the last one, and went out on the bike on Sunday, and I shouldn't really have been on the bike. Even 48 hours later, I found that even though I thought I was all right, I wasn't fully capable of controlling a high-speed machine, a high-power machine like this one, out in the countryside. So be careful about these anti-allergy things. I think I would have been all right driving a car. It's just something like this when you're in the countryside is a bit more difficult. Right, yes, never mind. Anyhow, the Olympics have started, if you hadn't noticed. Yes, lots of controversy. Lots of people complaining about the beds being made of cardboard and not being very comfortable. I even believe one Australian is blaming the bed for her not getting her gold medal or something. I think it's more of a case of not doing enough practice or something like that. Don't know. I mean, yes, it could well be that she didn't sleep very well. Yes, so lots of controversy. I understand that a lot of people don't like the food either. And it seems that the French haven't really caught on to this how to deal with people who aren't French, how to look after them properly. There's barriers everywhere, large mesh fencing, so on. It's a bit like being in the zoo, don't feed the Parisians. Should be on the various fencing. They call them clôtures in French. So yes, a lot of the businesses are saying they're not doing a lot of business, although according to statistics, they say there's 20% more tourists in this area than there were last year. But I think a lot of the fencing and so on is stopping the tourists from getting to the business. Never mind. It wasn't really fully thought through, I don't think. The whole of the system. Never mind. And you've been having fun in Englandshire, I hear, with lots of violence and demonstrations, and I understand that Sir Keir Starmer, I was nearly going to say Beer Korma, Sir Keir Starmer, has used up all his 100 days of, what do you call it? I forgot what it is. Your first 100 days where you're supposed to have some sort of amnesty in the first 30 days, or less by the looks of things. Yes, never mind. So, on the way to get some fuel. I don't know if you can see, I'm down to 1 bar on this. It's going to... They're telling us that the fuel has gone down in price. Don't know what the form is in the UK. I shall be back in the UK shortly for a bit of a holiday, but not on the bike this time. Her indoors wants to come, so, and she won't go on the bike. What's more, I don't have sufficient room on the bike for her luggage. I wonder if Charlie knows where he's going. 76. No, possibly not. Right, so, yes. What else has been happening? So, yes, we've had the problems and so on and so forth. Oh, yes, we had one horrendous storm on Wednesday night, Thursday morning. It was pretty horrific, actually. I haven't seen a storm like that since I left the Far East. So it was very impressive, actually. I was watching it about 7 o'clock in the morning, and you might actually still be able to see some of the results of that. The ground is still wet and so on, and to the east of us there's been some severe flooding. Not just a little bit of flooding, but severe flooding as well. And of course they're all saying that it's all to do with global warming or global cooling or global changing or global whatever it is. We have floods and thunderstorms and all sorts of hell in parts of France, and then they've got droughts in other parts of France. Yes, I do understand about microclimates. I did meteorology, so I do understand this. But they're, how can I put it? It seems that it's all down to climate change. Like a lot of the violence in the UK seems to be down to mental illness. What I want to know is if there's so much mental illness, why are they importing it? Why are they allowed to coming in? That's what I want to know. Anyhow, I'm going to fill up with petrol, and I'll get back to you after we've filled with petrol. Where's Charlie going to go? Do we have fuel here? Seems to be working. Right, I'll get back to you after I've filled up. all filled up. So, dear. I might actually, you might have seen some of the automatic French pumps. It's probably very much the same as the UK, as I seem to recall. Though when I was in the UK, I seem to recall I used 𝗘𝗀𝘁𝗄𝗄𝗏 a lot. So it wasn't quite the same. Anyhow, I'll show you that without my pin number, of course. That one's very easy because you don't have to select the fuel. Some of them you have to select which fuel you want as well. So, but yeah, this is a good bonfire. Oh, I see. It's 9 o'clock. That's why. At 9 o'clock, everybody going to work. So at the present time, because it's holiday period, there's hardly any traffic. This is rush hour in the holiday period in France, which is, as you can see, very little indeed, which is quite nice. It is. Yes, I shall be doing a little bit of contract work. Towards the end of the year. I'm trying to do less and less, but I'm a bit of a pushover sometimes for my old company. If they say, oh, we need somebody to help us, I will usually say yes, and I've done this again, so possibly starting in September. I'm hoping it starts in September. I don't want it to go off into January and February like it did last year. So starting in September for about 10 to 15 weeks is the contract. So you'll be getting a weekly update from that, probably doing the same run, but I'll be actually going through the countryside as well. I've got the option to use a route through the countryside if I want. It's longer, but much more pleasant. So you may get to see that. It's out near Euro Disney. It's not near Euro Disney. It's got nothing to do with Euro Disney as far as I'm aware. It just so happens that there are quite a lot of industrial estates out near Euro Disney. So I shall be going out there once, maybe twice a week. So you will get a Rider Ramblings from that every week. I've got a few Rider Ramblings to do. I've got some things planned, which I thought I would do. For years I used to do the old system of bleeding brakes, you know, where you'd squeeze the lever, open the bleed nipple, close the bleed nipple, do that, and of course you're reaching up and doing all sorts. And I've just bought a vacuum bleeder, so I shall do an unboxing of that, and I shall do a 𝗕𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on a video on using it. It's not rocket science, but if you've not used a vacuum bleeder before, it might be of use. I'll take a different route today, I think. So I'll do two videos. I'll do a quick unboxing video, and then I'll do a quick, this is how you use it to bleed your brakes. And then I actually want to do a, oh, this is probably a very bad idea. I want to do a differences video on the differences between the 𝗪𝗵𝗵𝗵 and the 𝗪𝗶𝗴𝗵 helmets, and where, so this isn't, you know, oh, this has got this size and this has got this shape and this is, you know, that type of thing. It's a, you know, what design things have they used that make one better than the other in certain areas. So, you know, I mean, I know there's 𝗕𝗷𝗵𝗃 fanboys and 𝗪𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗃 fanboys, but as I have both and have used both, in fact this is a 𝗪𝗵𝗵𝗵 that I've got on at the moment, I thought I'd go through the little design differences that make your life better or worse, because there are some designs on both helmets which are not the cleverest, and do a video on that, and see what's what, and then you can. So everybody sort of does, oh, you know, this one's loud, this one isn't loud, this one's round, this one's egg-shaped, you know, this one's soft, this one isn't soft. You know, that type of thing. This one's got a visor and this one hasn't got a visor. I mean, I'm not going into that. We're going to assume that because the 𝗪𝗵𝗵𝗵 and the 𝗪𝗵𝗵 are basically competing against each other and have, in general, the same features, what we will do is look at the design, how they've designed the features, and which features have been done better or worse than the other. Okay, anyhow, so I'll say thank you very much. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.